Hey everyone, this is Saito, and what has happened recently is honestly very disappointing. The voice actress of Genshin got harassed by so many players on Twitter because of something that has happened during the Lantern Rite, and because I find it unacceptable, I will talk about it in this video. But before that, please consider to subscribe because it will really help the channel. Your support is very important to me, and by doing that I will also make more videos for you. And now let's get to the video. So what happened is very simple. As of right now, you can still play the Lantern Rite, and this will happen for the next week, I think. If you haven't played it yet, you should go play it, because it's gonna go away and it has a lot of rewards, including a new skin. But as we all know, during the Lantern Rite event, there are many signs of appreciation towards the Chinese culture. The game is Chinese itself, so you would expect the game to be very culture oriented towards Chinese culture. And I find it to be a very nice thing, especially because we don't really have this kind of culture where I live, so that's like a good new point of view. So many decorations are taken from the Chinese culture, same goes for the mini games that we can play, the fireworks, the lantern themselves, and I'm also sure that the outfits have also got a huge impact from the Chinese culture. So what is the problem? Basically, the biggest thing that we had was that Yunjin was singing the opera. This has also happened before, and she did already sing something similar. I think this has happened even 2 years ago, I'm not sure actually, but I think this has already happened 2 years ago. And many people actually showed so much appreciation from it, because it's very interesting actually. It's not something that many Europeans or Americans are used to, because this is a complete change of culture. Some people reacted positively to it, some people didn't like it, but in the end the average opinion was pretty positive, which is very nice. It shows an appreciation towards the fact that we are just being shown another culture and we can just decide to like it or not. But this year the amount of hate towards this opera was very huge this time. So many people were very rude and just didn't like the song at all, and that also included being very insulting. It was very offensive, and it doesn't even really help when the same community that is also insulting this kind of opera is also always saying that Hoyoverse is racist. Now, Hoyoverse is whitewashing so many characters, and I won't hide it by one bit. Just because this kind of community is very toxic and act like an asshole does not mean that Hoyoverse isn't an asshole too. They have been whitewashing characters, they have been taking names from religion, they are representing Natlan like shit, and it's absolutely depressing how they're doing this. But it's very funny how they always call Hoyoverse racist while they're being racist themselves. I've also read many racist comments about this opera, even just insulting these people for absolutely no reason. Just because you don't like a fucking song does not mean that you're allowed to act like a fucking moron. And even attacked Yunjin's voice actress for doing this, even though she's not even the actual singer. She does voice the voice lines, but she's not the one singing, because there is an actual official opera singer singing for that, which just shows you how much professional this is and how much stupid some Genshin Impact players are. Especially if you mix Twitter with Genshin Impact, then you just brew the worst potion you could think of. So they started being very offensive towards the voice actress, and I find this to be very fucking sad, because even if you don't like it, you don't have to be this much disrespectful. This is just having another taste of culture from somewhere else. You just should at least be grateful for it, or even if you're not, at least don't show it. I'm not saying that you should like it, because I also find it pretty bizarre, to be honest. I'm not really used to this high-pitched voice, I'm not really a fan of. I think like classical music is a bit better, but you should not just go out of your way to just shit on people and the voice actress herself just because you didn't like the opera. This is another culture just showing you a piece of their cultures, which is something that's very nice. And same goes for Western cultures being showed to Eastern countries. Just like how they should be respectful towards it, the same goes for us. And yes, I'm honestly not surprised that this has happened, because this is just the internet, people are always hating on everything, but it's still very disappointing that this has to happen just because it's the internet. Like, this does not mean that I can't call them assholes for doing that, especially if you go out your way to just insult an innocent voice actress. And no, of course I'm not saying that you should like this kind of stuff, because then I'm sure that some people will just say that I'm pissed that people don't like this, and that's absolutely not that, because I understand that this can be very difficult for many people to understand, including me. I actually find it kinda mid, like I'm not really head over heels for it. I don't really find it terrible either, I just find it that there is there, but I won't shit on it that much, and also I will never insult the voice actress, especially when it's not even the actual voice actress. Like, I'm just insulting the wrong person too. People should simply be more respectful, as simple as that. Also, because if more people are disrespectful and other people are even more disrespectful, you just make people more angry, you make people more violent for absolutely no reason, when we can just tolerate each other. But if you go insane because of 2 minutes of song by Yunjin, then you should get yourself a visit. And that's it for the video. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start making a bit more videos like this that are pretty short, just saying something that I find on the internet, just saying my opinions on these things, just just tackling all of these different arguments, so I can make content more often and more easily, because I honestly don't have that much time lately. But if you enjoy this kind of content, then please remember to subscribe, because it will really help me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!